Yeah, I can't really hear you right now. Oh, really? Are you serious? Wow. Okay, I don't understand why other people don't get that. Wow. This is really crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh wow. Yeah, is that right? All right, I'm getting ready to do a video for YouTube, so I gotta go. Really? Are you serious? All right, man. This is really great information. I thank you for that. I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Maybe later in the week, in a couple of days. All right. See you soon. Bye. Damn. This is the John Brown Alliance where we don't fear, we fight. I just received a call from Captain Obvious as to what is going on here in America as it applies to black people. Wow. What a revelation. First, we need to understand that the black people in the United States Congress right now do not understand or know their history. Second, we need to get back to history in a way. Maga and their followers worship a man that put makeup on his face so he doesn't look white. It's orange so he doesn't look black. MAGA people steal lands that are ancestral to black American enslaved people so they can build resorts and get a tan to look black. Every single member of MAGA that is in the Trump administration right now has had their lips pumped up, including Janine Pirro, so that they can look black. Maybe it's a self-fulfilling prophecy because black women had full lips, that they're trying to make their women look like black women. For people who hate black people so much, they sure as hell are trying to look like them. But I digress. At any rate, we're on the subject right now of what we can't have. MAGA will never have. They call, including Charlie Kirk, black women stupid. Donald Trump calls them low IQ. This has been going on for generations. Now, but I digress once again. That didn't stop white enslavers from sneaking out of their houses and having sex with black women. Even back then, black women were too classy and two, above the white level of hedonistic behavior to find that attractive. Let's get to the civil rights movement, when women were also raped. Now, if you go through the generations, many of us have these traits of white men that raped black women and then stayed married to their wives. Now we get to Maga. When you can't be seen in public because you have affection for a black woman. So you do this thing where you call them stupid, and you say they have a low IQ, call them animals and vermin and all that kind of stuff. But your ancestors didn't mind fucking them when it was convenient, did they? They didn't mind raping them during the civil rights movement, did they? If black is so ugly, why were you so eager to put your dick in them? Why? So we know the secret recipe now to Maga. Because once you can't own what you want, you call it names and you exterminate it. So you can get back to your white wives that you try to transform into black people with the big lips. And black people don't have lips like that. You look really ridiculous. Tanning with the dark skin, and then you want to sit there and pretend to be white. Why do you do that? If you hate black so much, why do you tan? Why do you put on orange makeup? You reflect what you want to be. Another thing that MAGA wants to be is gay. Gay as the day is long. All this trans shit and women coming out and MAGA, talking about transgender, this and that, is nothing more than a money grift. Everybody is in it for money. But behind the scenes, believe me, just like slave owners, Ku Klux Klan, people in the 1980s and now MAGA, everything they claim they hate, they date in the dark. And that includes MAGA women. MAGA women marry gay men. And I mean flaming gay. These guys are so flaming gay, it is unreal. In my time, any man that would hang on a guy's dick forever life was not respected. And still are not. And I will remain single till the day I die before I marry a guy that's going to hang on somebody's dick and watch me be insulted. But that's a white thing. That ain't a black thing. I hope it's not a Latino thing. And it is definitely not a Native American thing. The truth of the matter of this is this. You reflect what you can't have. Just like MAGA does not like black women. And that is their target. Not black men, black women. Nine out of 10 black women would not sleep with one of you if they were paid to do so. This is why all of the Epstein victims, mostly anyway, and anybody that Donald Trump raped was white. Because a person of color, a woman of color, would have kicked your fucking ass. That being said, anyone in the government right now, from the Supreme Court to Congress and the Senate, that is hanging on Donald Trump's dick is hereby classified as gay and should be persecuted under Donald Trump's rules. There should be no gay rights for them. There should be no, anybody who hangs on Trump's dick should be suspected as being gay. And the 340 million Americans should fight for that. Because the real gay people love people. And that's why they're gay. These guys do it for profit. So what we need to do is start a petition against gayness for profit. Because these folks are capitalizing on homosexuality in the name of obliterating their counterparts. America is comprised of people who accept who they are and want to just live free and live happy. But it is not your right to ostracize and cast away the same people that you participate in more non-sexual gay activity than any gay person who ever inhabited this earth. You are the descendants of those who enslaved black women and raped them and denied your own children, if not killed them. You are the same people who impregnated Native Americans and killed them later in battle. You are the same people who freed slaves to employ as buffalo soldiers to kill my people. You are the same people that raped my grandmothers in the Deep South during the Jim Crow era. Obviously, black women are something you want, but you cannot have, and you will never have. You will never enslave them. You will never rape them into submission. Excuse me. And you will never own them. Now, if black women are that stupid, I want to call your attention to a woman named Harriet Tubman that fucked you out of thousands of slaves. Was she stupid? No. I think you were the dumb motherfucker. I'm going to end this little chat with this. Something that was written by one of the greatest poets, and she was black. Her name was Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I rise. Does my consciousness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk around like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainties of tides. Just like hopes springing high, still I rise. Did you want me to be broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes? Shoulders fallen like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard? 'Cause I laugh like I got gold mines digging in my backyard. You might shoot me with your words. You might cut me with your eyes. You might kill me with your hatefulness. But still like air, I rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise? Did I dance like I got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide. Welling and swelling, I bear the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise. Maga, you rise. This is the John Brown Alliance.